Big Polly's World of Sports Sims proudly presents the 87th part of the OOTP 21 Perfect Team Series featuring the Universal Pioneers. This is February 7th, 2021, a day that will be dominated by another sport. Of course, this is the day of the 55th Super Bowl. And right now we rejoin the quest, I guess you could call it, all season long. In OOTP 21 with 24,532 points in the perfect point bank. So something must have gone good this week slash season. In Bronze League 295, and this is right before the playoffs begin to wrap up this week and season, which will be going on as the countdown to the Super Bowl continues on between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. I am Big Paulie. Let me just say hello to you real quick as the game loads up. There I am. And here we go. We went 99 and 63 this week, so we won our division over the Newark Eagles by one game. I think the Newark Eagles were a Negro League team back in the 30s or so. If my memory serves, I know there was a team called the Newark Peppers in the Federal League back in the 19 teens, and congratulations to my team. But let's see what we could do with these points. I'm going to try to do this quick, because all they're talking about today is Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, and since my team is in the rare occasion of being one of those teams in the big game today, that's just fine with me. And we also want to wish Kansas City the best of luck. If Kansas City wins, then they have a chance at a three-peat, and I think they would have an excellent chance at that in the 2021-2022 season that will commence maybe in August with preseason games. It'll all depend on how COVID is doing. And of course, the Major League season is still up in the air. It's looking like there's going to be spring training in a couple of weeks, but nobody knows for sure. So we're going to open up our cards. I got two diamonds, I got a gold, and I got a bronze. Let's see who we got, and let's see if it will add to my team any. Okay, this is the bronze first, and I got two bronzes at least. And the two bronzes were Chadwick Trump. I thought the O was a U, kind of like our former president. And Mike Tauchman, who is the backup right fielder to Aaron Judge, I believe. And we're going to open up the gold pack now. Let's see who our gold is. Will we get more than one? Xander Bogaerts. See if anything else came our way. We got a bronze, and it's a Ben Weber 2002 reliever. Historical cards. So the historical cards I like because they tend to go a little higher. Now we're going to open up our two diamond packs in the interest of moving things along. Zach Greinke is our historical. Craig Kimbrell is our diamond. Probably won't even make the team, so that's 4,000 points to me. Picked up another historical Windy McCall of the 54 World Series champion New York Giants, and Alvaro Espinoza of the 1991 New York Yankees. And in honor of today, I should say there was once a football team in the AAFC called the New York Yankees. Wade Hoyt we pick up. Gary Templeton. So we got at least about $9,000 in points coming back. So let's rearrange the lawn chairs on the Titanic on this super duper Sunday. As you can imagine, everybody's going wild here about the Buccaneers. I hope they win, but if they don't, like I said, Kansas City will own a little slice of history. Winning two in a row and going for the three-peat. So there is that to look forward to when we get into the next NFL season. But let's talk baseball for the time being. So I got a few players to get rid of, as you can see. And yeah, we got to get rid of 24 players, and we'll try to do it real fast and get you back to your games. Game coverage, game preparation. We have two Zach Greinke's in here. So Wait Hoyt, I know, will be going. So he's, oh my goodness, look at this. He is going at 29,000 minimum, and his highest winning bid all time was 95,000. Well, let's see. I'm going to go 16 to 32 on him. 16,000 to 30. That's almost like perfect card territory. But if I don't sell him, I'll take 4,000 for him, just to get perfect points back on the deal. And I can hear everybody booing and hissing at me saying, you shouldn't sell it at 4,000 if he's worth 29,000. Like, the purpose is to get points back. I want to be spending the better part of forever, uh, as I always like to say, trying to sell them. Get rid of the younger Greinke, who would go at, we'll put him up at 40, okay, 44, 40.9, 44, and I'll cap it at 88 if anybody wants him there. What did we do this week that brought in all the coin? Let me just see. What were the accomplishments? Had a high definition inning. We had a big inning in one of our games. Let's see here. But something must have gone right. Yeah, we sold Preacher Row for 5407. That was not bad. And just a little just dinking and diming. Johnny Callison sold at 13.95. Yes, we did have him. So might be a week where I do another part during the week. Want to get to 100 parts, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with this little time left. So I definitely will try to get to 90 for you all. De Los Santos, 11, 9, and I'll go 18. Go big or go home. Uh, yeah, I'm having a small little to do at the house, just family members. Uh, I don't want, because of COVID, I do not want the party to be too big. I don't want to be a super spreader event. They had a party in St. Petersburg within the last couple of days, and the rapper 50 Cent hosted it, and the mayor of St. Petersburg was not happy about it. So he wants to change 50 Cent's name to a few less cents by fining him or something like that. Okay, so he's camping at 20, so we'll put him up at 22. Okay. And we wish you all well this Super Bowl day. It's the biggest day in sports. Uh, Even if you're not a football fan, you know of the Super Bowl, and you know that this is one of the big days in television, the big days in sports industry, and it's the most rated, highest rated event of the year usually. I don't know how well CBS will do, and we wish them all the best of luck today. Uh, with the game ratings wise, you would think with the matchup that they would do well, but they may not. Not a lot of baseball news right now. Uh, a few, I wouldn't say big player signings, but just news that's trickling in. I would keep an eye on this year, the 2021 year, assuming everything kind of stays normal. That the Blue Jays and the Padres will be the teams on the rise. I don't think the Rays are going to get back to the playoffs this year. Losing their two better starters is just going to be a mountain for them to climb that they may not be able to. Okay, so if you were going to go on 19, 10% on 19 would be 19.8, which would be 218. Actually, I'm incorrect. It's a gold card. It's a gold card. I shouldn't be selling them that low. 1,112. And if you want him for 1,500, he's yours. Okay, so who am I keeping among the relievers? Because I got a 93. Well, Joe Nathan is, yes, he's a reliever. He was a closer, so I can get rid of Craig Kimbrell. I guess you could tell I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. And he's going for a very high price. So 12.5 would be 10% off of that. I'll go 11,000 to 22,000. But again, I'll sell him. I'll get rid of him for 4,000 because I don't want to be perpetually selling him. Move him in and move him out. Okay, so we're keeping Joe Nathan. Windy McCall is a historical, so he might go for a higher rate. Yeah, iron players should be going at about 6 or 7. He's going at 22. So I'll put him up at 20 and at 64. I imagine everybody getting their Super Bowl parties ready. Protect yourself, wear the masks. I know everybody who going to the Super Bowl game over in Tampa, which is like about 10 miles east of where I am, will be wearing masks. And will be told, hey, you better wear the masks or else. The Fox Sports channels across the country are getting a name change. They're going to be called Bally's now, like the Bally's Casino in Las Vegas. And that should be rolled out right before the season starts, if it starts on time. And they no longer carry the Fox name. They're going to be called Bally's now. I guess it would be like the Rays games would be on Bally Sports Florida. The Marlins games are also on Fox Sports Florida. Miami Marlins. Miami made the playoffs last year, which I think was a surprise. But then again, 16 teams made the playoffs in a 30-team league, which was unprecedented. But because they played so short a season last year, thanks to Mr. Coe, they had to do it that way. And this guy's going 38.76. So they're talking the game to death today. So I thought I would come on here and do my Sunday OOTP as I always do. I guess it's a different kind of Sunday morning futures, unlike the Fox News show with Maria Bartiromo. You ever see Maria Bartiromo in a dress? She still has it. Anyway, gotta liven things up a little bit. Okay, let's see here. 42. We'll go 38, and you want them at 76, you can have them. Always go big on the historical players because somebody might be looking for a Carlton Fisk or a Ben Weber or a player that you may never have heard of. As we're now down to the catchers, so we're gaining steam. They haven't made any announcements yet about OOTP 22, although I was just listening to the podcast last week, the OOTP Now podcast, and they're saying that they're going to reinvent how Perfect Team and some other long-standing elements of the game are going to be done, and I'm all for it. The one thing I wish OOTP would do in terms of the database that it has, which is massive. Every guy who ever played in Major League Baseball is in here, including the minor leagues, including the ability to do fictional leagues. Is if you want to look for, say, like every baseball player who was born in the state of New York, but sometimes OOTP thinks, okay, like for instance, Frank the Big Hurt Thomas. He was born in Columbus, Georgia, and year after year, the game has Thomas birthplace as Columbus, Ohio. And no, that's not true. He was born in Columbus, Georgia. I would love to see OOTP make the database. So, like for instance, if you wanted to do a league where the teams are divided by the states the players were born in, you could do it. If you want, or make it easier to find every Tampa Bay Ray who ever played in on the club, or every New York Met, or every New York Yankee. I would love to see OOTP do something like that and make if you want to do a league like that, make it easier to do a league like that. Another thing I would like to see them do is Diamond Mine. I used to play Diamond Mine back, about 20 years ago. And let me see here. Who am I keeping? I'm keeping Xander Bogaerts on the shortstops. I would like to see more flexibility in terms of the schedule making. Like, they give you set schedules in OOTP, but if you wanted to make your own, uh, like for instance, say you have a 14 team league, two divisions of seven, and you want to play the teams within your 7 team division 20 times, as opposed to the long-standing American League back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 90s, before they expanded in the 90s, where you played, I think it was 13 teams, 13 games against the teams in your division and 12 against the teams in your own division. You could do something like that. They should have a scheduling wizard in the game. At least that's what I think. Like Diamond Mine had, I think Stratomatic has a similar arrangement, where if you can think of a schedule, OOTP can arrange it. Now we have Mike Freeman. We're going to get Gary Templeton off of our hands next, and I remember Templeton was a good player. Or say you wanted to make a team up of the fastest players. Maybe you want Ricky Henderson and Lou Rock on your team, and Vince Coleman. Maybe you want that speed in the outfield, or an Alex Cole, who used to play for the Cleveland Indians back in the early 90s and played for a whole bunch of other teams. You should be able to do that, and I would like to see OOTP get a little more flexible with everything, and not make the same errors it always makes. Like they had the late great Don Sutton, who just passed away a couple weeks ago. They have him in Clio, Michigan. He was born in Clio, Michigan when he was born in Clio, Alabama. Um, little things like that. They do a lot. OOTP does a lot of things right. Don't get me wrong, but it just seems to me that sometimes they don't pay a great attention to detail. Now look at this. Jose Valentin is a 77. He should be going at about 100. So I'm going to put him up at 540. And we'll go 1080 on the buy now. See if we can get a good price on Jose Valentin. Okay, and I'm gonna get rid of my right fielder. I'm gonna pick up a left fielder just in case I need one. 28. That's going to be 40 and 80. There. And I'm going to go to the auction house real quick and find me a left fielder. and I could get a silver. And I love the historicals, as you know. And I'm going to get Jason Bay, who used to play for Pittsburgh back in the day, and I'm just going to buy him now. Set that up. I remember him as a good hitter at one point. And there you go, folks. Another episode in the can. Took us 20 minutes to do. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well on this Super Bowl Sunday. Go Bucks, go Chiefs, if you are so inclined. And we'll catch you again maybe sometime during the week, if not next Sunday. And bye-bye for now, everybody.